Shit. What's up, son? Good morning. Shit. Oh. Woo. Headbanger. That's the headbanger right there. Nigga high on a motherfucker on that head, bruh. What y'all doing so far this morning, man? Happy birthday, Crippo. Happy birthday, Lil C. Rest in peace. I'ma holler at y'all later on today. Yeah, that last hit I took went straight to the head, homie. That last one. Yeah. Gotta take this woman to work in a little bit. Yeah, happy birthday, KV. Lil C. Rest in peace, Lil C. Miss you, bro. Big West. Big Wesley. My man. I ain't even got them pictures of you and me no more, man. And I put the same shim in the goddamn phone, man. I should have had my contacts and pictures and stuff. Yeah. Run this puppy through the car wash today, man. Shit. I love you more, homie. And I'm gonna tell everybody why today. I'm gonna tell everybody why today. I appreciate you so much, man, and love you so much, bro. You a stand-up dude, man. We don't get too many like you, Crippo. We don't get many. It's a small percentage of us, bro. A very small percentage of us that stay true to the game, bro. Big West is another one. I appreciate Big West. I salute Big West. He's a stand-up dude, man, Big West. Big West did the right thing under the right circumstances. You did the same thing, Crippo. You did the right thing under the right circumstances, homie. And I salute y'all, man, both of y'all. Big West know what I'm speaking on, though. He know what I'm talking about. You did the right thing, homie. Hey, Crippo. Big West from Am. He from Am Lane, Am Street. He know everybody I know everybody he know. It's a trip. It's crazy how me and Big West is connected, bro. We connected. We just got divided, you know, from a red and blue side, that's all. But we connected. Big West my nigga right there. This nigga had the Compton hat with the gun. What was the gun on that hat? Yeah, Crippo. You lived over there. You lived over there. Magoo lived in their hood. You know, it was niggas stashed in and about over there. But, you know, they tip in, tip out. Tip in, tip out. Yeah, Big West my nigga, though. Love me some Big West, man. What you doing today, Crippo? What you gonna do? Dinner? Lunch? Brunch? What you gonna do? If you come to Vegas, nigga, you better call me. I'm gonna let it go, cuz. Oh, you going to Dago? How the weather in San Diego right now? I got a cousin in one of them suburbs out there, cuz, in San Diego. Yeah. The one played NBA ball, as a matter. I done lost his number, man. I had all these people contacts and I lost them, bro. Every time I good thing, Zane reached out to me. Zane reached out to me. You know, when I seen it was a Texas number, I say, who is this? Allen or Zane? Because them the only two be hollering at me. He says, me, Zane. I said, cuz I ain't got no contact. This is another phone. So he dropped some numbers on me. I'm going to wait to see if they try to holler first, but I'll get to them. Let's do it. I would love Kim. I would love for Kim Mack to do you, but you want to be out there like that, cuz? Because everybody it's gonna be like the curtain gonna unveil on you. Because you're under cripple on here. But I spoke about you on Kim Mack. I spoke about you and Lil C on Kim Mack, as a matter of fact. Both of y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Crippo out the South, but he stayed on Sloan in y'all area. Magoo stayed on Poinsettia. Lil Pimp from Front Hood stayed on Palmer. They used to just dip in and dip out. They wasn't trying to make their presence at home. They just dip in and dip out. And then Ski-Boo, y'all boy Ski-Boo, his brother was from In-Hood. I can't remember his brother name right now. You remember Ski-Boo, right? Big West Ski-Boo. The light-skinned nigga Ski-Boo had a sister named Deborah. Stayed on Palmer. You know who I'm talking about, Big West? Ski-Boo. I think his little brother name was Darren. But Darren was the In-Hood. And y'all used to give him a pass because y'all knew he was Ski-Boo's little brother. Yeah. But yeah, it was people up in there. We had some people over there. Ski-Boo. I'll tell you a little more. I just don't want to do it over this. He tried to get my head knocked off one time. That's when Icky bust on me with. That's when Icky Dawson shot me with the sawed-off shotgun. It penetrated my clothes, but it didn't penetrate my back. It just put webs on my back when he shot. When he shot, right? But I got a warning, said they coming to get you. They know you over here. So I hit the back gate and was coming out the alley. And sure enough, them niggas was coming around, but I was already gone. So when they turned up in the alley for me, I was out that alley. I had crossed over the street. It was I was west of them in the alley. When they turned in to see if I was gonna come out the back, I wasn't back there no more. And when they spot me, it was too late. They weren't gonna catch me. I'm too quick on my feet, right? Plus, he had a gun anyway. So when he shot, boom, it just penetrated my shit and put webs on my back. This was I was SAG then. So I didn't become SAG till 75. So it was around 75, 76. Around that year. Sure did. And Icky Dawson blast with the sawed-off gag. Boom. And it hit me in the back. It penetrated my honcho, my shirt, my T-shirt, and it put webs on my back. It didn't like go in, penetrate my skin because I was too far and it was sawed off. You know what I mean? But somebody gave me a head up. They said, man, they coming to get you, so you need to get on. I'm like, what? Nigga come to the house. Another nigga come to the house. I don't want to give him up neither. But he came to the house and told homegirl, Sag over here. She said, yeah, so you better tell him to get on. They coming. Somebody told him they coming. She said, oh, you need to leave. So I hit the back gate west. Hit the back gate west. I hit the back gate. I was headed for Santa Fe. They stayed between Burris and Poinsettia on Palmer. Is where they stayed. I was probably between Burris and Sloan by the time they got to the alley. I was on the other side of the alley. About 4 or 5 of them. I think it was Icky Dawson, probably Lil George, probably DuPont now, because it was dark. You know, but I could tell by their size and how, you know, who they were. But I knew it was Icky with the big ass fro. I knew it was that nigga. Yeah. About 75, 76. You know, I had a couple names I used before SAG. Before SAG, when I came up with sagging and all that shit, I was something else. When I joined Midtown 73, I was Mad Warlock. Then the next year, I changed my name to Mad Hatter because I was liking hats and shit. And then when I adopted the sagging, so when I changed my name to Mad Sag, I was a mad. You had mad, you had crazy, you had killer. You know, you had them type of names back in the day. You know, killer so-and-so, mad this, crazy this. You know, that you know, a lot of them type of names are sprouting out. And I was using mad. I was Mad Warlock, Mad Hatter, Mad Sag. Then after that, it just started going to SAG. You know, cut the show. What's up, SAG? What's up? You know, blah, blah, blah. I stopped writing Mad Sag, just started writing SAG. Like I say, Bartender and them didn't even know it was me. Bartender didn't know I was SAG till Baby Crip introduced him to me. Bartender. And he said, oh, you that nigga be crossing us out. He said, you be that nigga crossing us out? I'm like, yeah, that's me. SAG. Because hey, what's happening, Brooklyn? What's going on with you, baby? Like I say, I was like a little Mexican, homie. I used to hit up for the threads. I used to cross out the threads rivals and shit and put their names and set up, but I never put my shit around them. When I did that for the threads, I did it for them. And then when I seen the blood stuff on the wall and I want to strike, then I put my shit up. Me and Sammy was like that in the 80s. Me and Sammy used to ride around with spray paint in the car with us. Me and Sammy. Me and Sammy used to strike everywhere. Anthony's Park, Crenshaw Mafia, Miller Gangster, Pueblo Bishops, Villains. We done hopped out the car and striked on all kind of dudes, man. Me and Sammy. Appreciate it, bro. Want to shout out to Crippo on here. Happy birthday to Crippo. And Lil C, rest in peace. I'm going to do something on them 3 o'clock today. I'm going to talk about them 2 dudes. At 3 o'clock today. But yeah, when I went to bartender house with Baby Crip, and he said, Joey, I want you to meet my homie Sag. He said, what's your name? I said, Sag, homie. He said, you be that nigga that's crossing the side, huh? I said, S-A-G. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, that's me. He just laughed though. Because I heard bartender used to write on the walls. I remember I used to draw cartoon like Crip Fingers. And Willie T used to draw Pyro Fingers. And we used to strike each other out back in the day. I don't know if he knew it was me. That's when the nigga was young and dumb, bro. I just want to thank the creator, man, for letting me get as far as I have gotten. Just want to thank the creator, man, for getting me as far as I have gotten, man. Witnessed a lot of things, done a lot of things in my life, man, that I can't get it back, bro. I appreciate New York, man. I used to talk with a lot of cats from New York over the telephone. They don't even call me no more. They don't even call me no more. I want to shout out to Mike Santana out there in Long Island, homie. To C-Mall, man. C-Mall out there in Brooklyn somewhere. Damn, man. I keep forgetting my boy name from G-Stone. From G-Stone. He put me on a conference call, right? Check this out, cuz. I ain't never experienced no shit like this in my life. Cuz called me from their projects out there. Whatever they be, you know, he called me on the phone. He say, Sag, I got you on speakerphone, big homie. He said, I'm out here with everybody. I said, what? He said, yeah, I'm in one. He said, I'm at the spot. He said, I'm in the hood, homie. He said, we deep in the motherfucker out here. He said, everybody want to say something. He said, I got your speakerphone. He said, hold on, Sag. He said, hey, y'all, this Sag on the phone. Go ahead and say something to him. You should have heard that noise, cuz. It was like them niggas could have filled the football stadium up or something. After I heard that, I said, cuz, how many of y'all out there, man? He said, shit, we about 200 of us, men and women. He said, homegirls, homeboys, kids. He said, we all out there doing our thing. I said, wow, man. I said, I appreciate the love, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, man, I appreciate G-Stones. 82 Trays, man. They did their own thing, bruh. And they did it right. They did it correct, man. You understand me? So I salute G-Stones, homie. And then all those who claim West Coast gangs, but know the business. Because it was guys claiming the neighborhood I was one side of out there in New York. You understand me? They in Long Island. It's a few of them in Brooklyn. There's some in the Bronx. A few of them been killed out there for repping our shit. You know, as long as those who do the West Coast sets stand on their shit correctly and know their business, then I salute them, bro. I ain't got no problem with it. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. You say USGC, huh? Hold on. All right. Damn. That's somebody I ain't heard from in a minute. Finally dialed my number. The little homie out of North Carolina, he in Texas now. Shit, he been getting around though. Because he left North Carolina, came to California. Was in a few places in California. And he went to Texas because of a job. Because of a job, he went to Texas. And that was some years ago. A couple years ago at the most. I mean, longer than that. And he done rang my phone, but I'm glad he good, man. I didn't get a chance to ask him how his son and wife and everybody, but I told him I'm gonna call him back in a little bit and we can get updated. Yeah, but I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life, man. When my nigga, man, from A2 Trey called me from up in them projects, man, everybody want to holler at your boy, man. I was like, and I remember how me and him hooked it up. He relayed some shit to me and asked me to look into it. So it took me like 3 or 4 weeks to dig up, the sources and the information, to get the information. And then I relayed it back to him the best I could. But he understood. But I gave him even more of understanding when I gave him my assessment to it. You know what I mean? The devil don't want me to reach nobody, bruh. That's the devil at work. YouTube don't share my content. They just let those who, let's say those who are already then tuned in to me or familiar with me or etc. They say, well, let them go find them, But they ain't gonna share my content, bro. They won't even give me my original channel back. I was at like 3,700 subscribers on my original channel. They won't even get back to me. Man, I just took heed to things my whole life, man. I just took heed to things my whole life, bro. It's what I did. I was a quick learner. You ain't got to force feed me to get me to see that I don't like it. You understand me? I grew up fast in this shit, man. I didn't have a choice. I was the little big brother. Like I said, I had 3 sisters in front of me. It ain't no thing, Big West. Ain't no thing, homie. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing, bro. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. But yeah, they don't want me to reach the people, man. Shit. Cause it feels up to me, man. Shit, man. We all to be good. All of us. All of us would be good. Because it's something we all aim for. It's something we all aim for. You understand me? And if we all work together under one umbrella to achieve all these things that we all want, we could get somewhere with this, bruh. We could get somewhere with this, bruh. We living in evil times, man, and people don't want to open their eyes and pay attention, man. Putin thinking about shooting a nuke. Russia thinking about shooting a nuke because they're so embarrassed about getting their ass kicked in Ukraine. He's still bombing them people from over there in Russia. And Ukraine still ain't got the nuts to blow up something in Russia. But they got a few car bombs and shit like that going off inside of Russia. But that might be Russia-owned people. Tired of that bullshit. They locking people up who protest and speak out, and we living in some evil times, bro, and motherfuckers is not understanding. But I truly believe in Armageddon, homie. Armageddon is good versus evil. Either you one of the two. Either you one of the two, bro. Either you good or you evil. And I don't give a fuck what institution you come out of. I don't care what institution you come out of, cuz. It's good and it's evil in it. And it's gonna take the good to deal with the evil in each institution. It's gonna take everybody on to clean it up. Everybody on. Like you got evil and corrupt ass cops, it's gonna take the good cops to deal with them. Just like you got evil ass judges and shit like that, it's gonna take the good judges to rid of them motherfuckers. Just like you got evil fucking people in the Senate, it's gonna take them to get their ass out of there. You understand me? Even with gangs, you got good motherfucking niggas in there, then you got them evil, no good ass niggas in there. You understand me? Snitches, rats, rapists, you know, motherfuckers like them. You understand me? It's gonna take the good niggas in them sets and gangs to get them raggedy ass niggas out. Rid of them. So it's, you know, just like you got good athletes who play by the rules, who do the right thing, and da-da-da-da-da. Then you got the motherfuckers who don't practice hard, cheat, because, you know, because they got paid, so fuck it, you know. And now that Kobe died, I see all this stuff coming up about Kobe. And everybody, I used to say, Kobe a hot dog, man. I used to say this about Kobe. But see, it's a why and a reason for everything. This is what I mean by that. Check this out. I see all this shit coming up. I see all this shit coming up, right? What even other players are saying. When they was at the club or they out fucking and shit and going on, they say Kobe was in the gym. One dude was saying how he went out and he came in, it was something in the morning. Kobe was in the weight room, lifting weights. All right? So I see this other stuff coming up where Kobe say, I'm not giving nobody the ball that ain't put the work in. You know, say, if they ain't, dedicated and nothing and working hard and shit on their craft, why should I give them the ball? Even Allen Iverson said that about Kobe. He said, why should I give him the ball? That's when I realized, I said, okay, that's why Kobe was shooting like he was. I'm saying, okay, that's why. And I wouldn't either. If I know I can knock these motherfuckers down, why should I pass it? Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't working hard. Y'all out clubbing, fucking all day and night and all this shit. Ain't practicing hard, da-da-da-da-da. That means to tell me you ain't trying to improve your game. You ain't trying to elevate. You got your money and you're good. You're set now. There's a lot of that going on in pro sports we don't see. Niggas get paid and get lazy. They get paid and get lazy. Get their signing bonus and shit. Look at the fat ass dude the Raiders took from LSU, and he got fat in a motherfucker. You remember him? What was dude's name? DeMarcus Russell or some shit like that? Yeah. And I played ball. So I know what a motherfucker mean. If you got some sorry motherfuckers playing with you, man. I know what he mean. You see what I'm saying? But I was like, damn, that's why Kobe was hoisting them shots up like he was. But his game wasn't shabby, so what? He was shooting the ball 60 times, 70 times, shit. Nigga getting 82 points, 50, 50, 60, 82s. Whoop, whoop. Kobe was doing his thing, shit. Doing his thing. Shaq said, he said, the day I gained my respect for Kobe was when the team was complaining about Kobe don't pass, like this and that. He said, I went to Kobe, he said, Kobe, it ain't no I in team. He said, there ain't no I in 10. And Kobe said, but Shaq, it's an M-E in that motherfucker. And everybody started laughing. Like, you should have seen his wife, the look on his wife. He told Shaq, it's an M-E in that motherfucker, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'm going to come on a little later on. Around 3. And holler about my boy on Crippo and Lil C, man.
An opportunity to have student athletes come here. The investment in
yeah. Love them dudes, bro. Love them guys there.
From recruiting locally.
Yes, I do.
High school coaches and the great programs that we got in the city.
Well, man, I appreciate y'all chiming in, especially New York, man.
Schools, my
New York, New York.
Week with the calendar applied to get back in as many as I can.
New York.
There's a certain number of hours in the day.
Wouldn't be no metropolitan if it wasn't from New York. Wouldn't be a metropolitan if it wasn't from New York.
And you said it's not a reason, it's a win next.
Yes, sir. That's the truth, the whole truth, right there. Wouldn't be no metropolitan, homie. Damn, I'm glad I put something in the trash that shouldn't have been in this motherfucker. Do I feel something else? Yeah, 2 things. Slow my shit down, y'all. I had 2 things in a trash bag that ain't trash. And I screwed up one time already. Threw away a receipt I was trying to hang on to because I needed to take them back during replay. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm out here right now. Right now. I know you gotta go to work. Oh, shit. I know you gotta go to work. Oh, shit. Yeah. My boy Animal gave me this. Let me give y'all some history on it. But I gotta write I wrote the shit down, but I gotta find it. I just got shit all over the place. I got so much shit to go through. But Animal, man, I was over there kicking it with Animal one night. He gave me these saint type things, or what? These saint things right here. Check this out. And this lucky bullet. And this lucky bullet right now. His dad had mafia ties. He wasn't a made man, but he was a member. But not a made man, but I can't explain it. But anyway, that family, I forgot the name of the family, but that family passed it down to him. Hold on a second. Yeah, so his daddy was federal prison. His father, drug trafficking. He died of cancer. And they got a chance, him and his mom got a chance to visit him while he was on his deathbed. And he handed them to him. He passed them down to him. I told him, I want you to have this, you know, for protection. Then he say, I want you to have it. I said, no, man. I said, your father gave you that. He said, but man, he said, Sack, I love you so much, man. He said, I want you to be protected. He said, I want you to take them, Sack. Just take them and keep them with you, right? Just forced it on me, cuz. So I said, okay. I said, but man, before I take these, man, I need to, you know, write all that shit down you was telling me about. So I wrote it all down. I wrote his daddy name down, the mafia family, He was up under all that shit. And now this was the time when the mob started selling the little dope. They said, fuck it, it's just too big an investment for us not to be involved in, and da 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 da. That's when some of them families was getting involved with the drugs then. That's why he was in jail for drug trafficking. He was one of their main pushers. What's up, Sniper? He was one of their main pushers. He died in federal prison from cancer. He passed him to his son, Animal. Animal gave him to me. He said, I love you so much, I want you to protect you. So I want you to have him. So I had him. Ever since he gave him to me, I kept him on. I kept him with me, bro. I mean, I'm not no superstitious type guy. Got nothing like that, man. You know, my faith is in the Creator. But it's a lot of things I respect. And I respect how he handed it down to me, man. I forgot these saints' names. I hope I wrote all it down. But I forgot these saints' names. These saints right here. I forgot their names. And I hope I wrote them down. Now, in the Lucky Bullet, this Lucky Bullet, it had a thing hanging in and it used to hang on there too, but it broke, y'all. So sometime I'm able to get the stem to come out the hole right here. Sometime. Let me see if I can get it out. And I was gonna take it somewhere and see if they could solder me a ring on here where I can put it back on my keychain. I don't feel like playing around with it right now. But yeah, this is the other part that go to it. The Lucky Bullet. He says it's the Lucky Bullet in the Saints. I don't know, Saint Anthony. Or, I forgot these saints' names. But I wrote all the information down. Once he gave it to me, I said, man, I need to remember this. So, you know, and that's when I wrote it all down. His dad's name, the family he was working with, the year he died, all that stuff. I wrote all that down, okay? And ever since Animal gave him to me, I had them with me. These saints and that Lucky Bullet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a why, it's a reason, everything. What's happening with you, G, man? It's a why, it's a reason for everything, bro. It is. I've been on here pretty long, man. Yeah, I came home because, right on, man. Take care of them boys, man. I know you will. I know you will. I know you will, bro. Yes, sir. Take care of them boys, man. If there's anything that should be able to change a man's life, that's becoming a father, man. That's becoming a father. I don't understand a lot of guys who gangbanged and became fathers and they didn't stop right after becoming one. I'm just not understanding. Because at the time I became a father, I wasn't banging like that no more, bro. And my identity had changed. I was in the red, black, and green and shit like that at the time. I did the same thing, partner. Did the same thing. I stopped doing illegal things and took my ass to work. To to provide for my family. I seen my daddy do it, so I already knew what to do. I already knew what to do. I seen my daddy work 2 jobs one time. I did 2 at one time. So I knew what to do right away, you know what I mean? And I knew the mistakes. I knew what mistakes not to make, because I seen a lot of my homies make mistakes when they became fathers. I wasn't but 30 when I became a father. I was 30. I had homeboys who was fathers at 15, 16, 17, shit like that years old. 20 and all that, already having babies. Shit, I didn't become a father till I was 30. I didn't become a grandfather till I was in my 50s. You got people 30-something grandparents. We moving fast. That's why we dying so often. That's why we die so often, bro. Especially the violence and shit like that. And then we got other elements that's killing us: drug overdoses, diseases, and car accidents and shit like this, that, and the third. And yeah, we moving fast in these times, bro. Really fast. Yeah, how old is Makai? Makai was born in, what they say, 13? So Makai is 9. I was 52. I was 52 when I became a grandfather. Like I say, you get people who became grandparents in their 30s. In their 30s, man, we talking 2 decades different. 20 years. We moving fast, bro. That's what I meant by you go up in these clubs and sit down. It's the grandmama, the daughter, and the granddaughter in the club together. All of them, these little tight dresses on and, doing their thing, bro, together. I never partied with my parents like that. Never. But times done flipped. Times done flipped. I couldn't smoke in front of my parents when I was 14, 15. I couldn't walk in the house with blue rags and shit hanging out my pockets and shit and guns and shit like that. I couldn't come in my parents' house like that, bro, growing up. I didn't do all that shit till I got out the door. Whoop. Once I got out the door, put my rag on, whoop, whoop, whoop. But I didn't walk in and out the house like that. You understand me? I had to hide my guns in my pigeon cage up under the house and shit. I couldn't have that shit in the house, man. Growing up, bruh. My parents wasn't having that, man. My daddy was a cop. My daddy was a cop. When I used to steal shit and burglarize, I used to hide in my pigeon cage, wrap them up in sheets and shit like that, keep my birds off of them. Shit like that. Hell yeah, man. Big West. Every time I went to jail, my daddy whooped my ass when I got home. When I was getting in trouble going to juvenile, and he get me out and I get my ass whooped. Shit, one time me and Baby Crip was in jail together. They come in there to release me. I'm like, what? I said, what about Poochie, right? So I don't know about him, but you got arson on, man. I said, that shit ain't fair, man. I said, if I can get out, he should be able to get out. You know what I mean? And so the bella said, what you saying? I said, well, if he ain't coming home, I ain't coming home. We come home together. He shut the door. Wham. So they took me and Baby Crip to LP, but when the Bella shut the door, you know what Poochie told me? Baby Crip say, Sag, you know what? If that was for me, he said, you be in this motherfucker by yourself. He say, I'd rather go home, cuz, get my ass whooped or whatever Pop's gonna do, instead of being in here. This Baby Crip told me that himself. He say, Sag, shit, you'd be in here by yourself if that was me. He say, fuck that. Fuck jail, cuz. He say, I'd rather be home. Me and Baby Crip, we end up on the van going to LP, homie. Yeah. So then we came to court. We both got released on our own accordance. Parents got us released. His dad was there, my parents was there. So, you know, juvenile, depending on the case, you can get out on OR or your parents are coordinated. The parents will say, yeah, we're having the court. Don't worry about it, Your Honor. You know what I mean? Just like when that went down at Wilson Park, I was already at court. Already at court, bro. My mama said, don't your ass get no shit. I said, okay, my mom won't. So I'm gonna go, because I told her I'm gonna go over in the park, because I seen a dice game in the park. And I told Mom, I said, I'm gonna go over in the park for a little while. She said, nigga, don't you be getting in no shit. Now we gotta be back to court. I said, I ain't gonna get in nothing. I said, I ain't gonna do nothing. Then dude flashed it on me, man, and my fucking head went evil. Fucking head went evil, bro. Yeah, Big West, I couldn't do that shit around my parents like that, cuz. Now, later on in the game, they could tell how I was dressing. But I didn't have no rags hanging out my pocket and guns in their house. And I didn't do that with my parents, bro. But when I came home from YA, shit, it was a different story. Because it has changed. The neighborhood was a lot more serious than the time I was in there. I mean, it was things going on in the early era, but nothing like when Santana came out. So it changed, you know, over there. And I remember I came home from for a furlough. And shit, man, I walked back up in there in the room, shit, Hub, them back there getting dressed and all that. Niggas had their guns sitting up. Hub had his shit sitting up right there, you know, right there for all eyes to see. Nigga got dressed, put his gun on him, all that shit before he walked out the door. I'm like, damn, like that? You know what I mean? But shit, it became a time where parents was like, shit, I'd rather my son have one than not, because all his friends getting killed. He needs something to protect his ass with. A lot of parents started adapting that attitude. So you've been out of there since 17, huh, man? It's a lot of kids, man. It's a lot of kids, man, out here, man, with nowhere to go. They not welcome to where their parents at, bro, for whatever the reasons. It's a lot of that going on, man. It's one little boy around here. I ain't seen him in a while because it done got cold. Real cold. And I ain't seen him in a while. But he young, man, 18 maybe. I don't think he in his 20s. And he be with younger kids when he be around, but I don't think he bothering them. I don't think he mentally fucked up. You say he wasn't having it, yeah. Yeah, I remember my cousin told me he had to put his son out. He said, hey, man, he said, I hated to do it, man. He said, but he ain't gonna jeopardize his brothers and sisters and me and my wife for the shit that he doing. He was involved in some kind of robbery and niggas, wow. And gunplay got involved with it and all this kind of shit. So he told me he had to leave. Told Cuz, man, you gotta get out of my house, man. Fuck that. He said, I hated to do it, man. He said, me and my son, I know. He said, but I said, you got to do the right thing, man. You know, you got to separate yourself from the bullshit, man, regardless of who the person is, man. Regardless. It could be your son. It could be a wife. It could be whoever. But if it's bullshit, you gotta separate yourself from it, man. I mean, come on, man. Stand the fuck up, man. Don't let that's our problem, man. We bottle shit up. But you was acting a fool at that age, though, Wes. I can imagine your ass at 17. Shit. Shit. I can imagine your ass at 17, nigga. Shit, we break in at 12, 13 years old. That's what we break in at. You know? At least get in a fist fight or two. Behind where you from. I love that Nipsey Hussle song. Where you from, nigga? Yeah. My father told me so many things since we speaking on fathers, man. My father told me so much correct shit. It's pathetic, man. You know, but we don't exercise it young. We young, and that's the problem. We should be working hard on our future young. Young. Look how Tiger Woods' daddy had him playing golf, cuz, and he was 4 or 5 years old. 4 or 5 years old, Tiger Woods' daddy had that boy playing golf. Look at all the money he made. Look at Serena and Venus Williams. They daddy had them out there. They was 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, hitting them tennis balls. Look where it got them. Ken Griffey Jr., daddy had him carrying a bat. He was 4 or 5 years old. Look where it got him. If you start out young and you stick to your craft, you will conquer, bro. I wanted to be a linebacker, a middle linebacker in the NFL. I didn't want to score touchdowns. I wanted to tackle motherfuckers. I wanted to keep people from scoring. Yeah, Big West, we should have listened to our fathers, man, when we was young. We should have been listening to them, bruh. We should have been. I wanted to be a middle linebacker. No outside. I wanted to be middle linebacker because they was like the captain. They called the shots and shit on defense. You know. And my idol was Dick Buckets, but I was good in basketball, baseball, track. I did it all growing up. Made all-stars. Football, basketball, track, baseball. Made all-star team. That's how good I was. Hundreds of trophies. Man, I wished I had kept up with my shit growing up. Hundreds of trophies. MVP, most improved, this, that. I mean, awards up the yang, cuz coaches used to be knocking on my parents' door to get me on their team. That's how good I was before. Played All-Star game, Jackie Robinson Stadium, Gonzales Park before. Couple of them. Been Little League All-Stars tournaments and shit. San Bernardino, this, that, and that. Basketball tournaments, Rolling Hill, California and shit. When I was a kid, man, 40-something points in that game. We lost too. I used to wear number 44 in basketball. Jerry West was my idol. Roberto Clemente was my idol in baseball. And I was number 44, and the team that beat us, the white dude was 44. But I had 40-something points. I had more points than him. He was in his 30s. Me and him both, boop, boop, boop. We were knocking him down. But I didn't guard him. They had me guard some other dude for some reason. And we lost that game, cuz. Came back second place trophy. But I got the tournament MVP. Tall ass trophy too. I got the tournament MVP and lost the championship game. I've been through some shit, cuz, growing up. Yeah, I did shot put. I used to run the 220 in track. I did shot put. What else I do in track? Yeah, I ran track, man. Kept me busy. My parents kept me busy, bro. Kept me busy. I was playing sports around the clock. When I wasn't out at Wilson Park, we playing caroms, ping pong, shit like that as kids when we were kids. But then the Crips came out. You know, all of a sudden the Crips came out, man. And I'm like, who are these guys? Who these dudes? Who these chicks, you know? You know, and, okay. Fuck me up, bro. When that happened, yeah, just stole my dream, man. So you know what you want to be when you're young. So stick to your craft. Keep working on it, man. We shouldn't be ripping running the streets 14, 15, 16 years old. And, no.